Good evening. I'm Jennifer Sheehan. Thanks for choosing WENY News at 5:30. We begin tonight with continuing coverage out of Elmira. The man who was injured in a shooting last week has been released from the hospital. According to our media partner, the Star-Gazette, the man was just shot before 3 in the afternoon on Thursday. He was taken to Robert Packer Hospital in Sayre. The man suffered a shattered rib and still has bullet fragments in his body. Doctors are currently concerned about possible damage to his kidneys and spleen. His name has not been released because of the ongoing investigation. Thank you, Joe. It's never too late to honor those who served our country. And this weekend, local veterans from World War II and the Korean War were given the thanks and gratitude they deserve. WNY's Aisha McKenzie took the trip to Washington, D.C. on the Twin Tiers Honor Flight and has stories from those who lived through some of America's darkest times. Turning to Pennsylvania now, Governor Tom Wolf says his administration will continue to work with the federal government to properly screen and resettle Syrian refugees in Pennsylvania. Wolf says the federal government believes it can handle an additional 10,000 refugees from Syria. Texas and Alabama governors are refusing to allow Syrian refugees to relocate in their states following the Paris terrorist attacks Friday night. Now, Michigan's governor is postponing efforts to accept Syrian refugees until federal officials review security procedures. And terror in France has leaders around the world scrambling for answers and ideas on how to proceed. Intelligence officials think another attack on France is possible, and threats of an attack on the United States have lawmakers in Washington on high alert. A proposed senior housing complex on the south side of Elmira has been put on hold. CDS Monarch out of Rochester has been working with the city of Elmira to get approval to build a 50-apartment complex for income-based seniors and those with disabilities. The proposed complex would be at the former McNaught Athletic Field at 910 Maple Ave. The executive vice president of operations for the project, Mark Carolina, said everything seemed to be going along well, and they were expecting to get final approval at tonight's city council meeting. Now, that was until a few weeks ago when they were told the project was taken off the agenda. Now, looking at the future, Carolina says they will continue to work with the city because they know there is a need for a new development, even if that means not opening until July 2018. The American love for the automobile doesn't come cheap. U.S. car buyers now owe more money on their wheels than ever before. U.S. consumers have car loans totaling more than $1 trillion. Analysts attribute that to low interest rates and strong car sales despite rising prices. The average payment hasn't changed much over the last 5 years. It's now just under $400 per month. Welcome back. Finally tonight in the spotlight, a Massachusetts woman has prevailed in her fight to wear a colander on her head in her driver's license photo. Lindsay Miller describes herself as a, quote, Pastafarian and a member of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Now, the Massachusetts Registry of Motor Vehicles refused to let Miller wear a spaghetti straightener in her driver's license photo. The American Humanist Association, although, filed an appeal on her behalf, citing the registry's exception for religious headwear. The registry reversed itself before the appeal was heard, and Miller got her photo, colander included. Would you do that? No, I think
that has got to be the most bizarre story I've ever heard.
Spaghetti, hey.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess taking it to another extreme.
Maybe she just was having really bad hair that day. She just needed the colander.
It goes beyond that. Did you see the necklace and everything? It had pasta and meatballs and, you know.
Some people are just crazy. What are you going to do?
I think it's the bottom line right there.
There you go. And Joe, we have had some beautiful weather all weekend long. A little bit chilly, but overall not too bad. It looks like this week's going to be great again.
That's right. I mean, temperatures a little bit cooler the next couple of days, but still above average.